Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet, and the last of our little mini-series with Paddy, and we're having the Glasgow 1770. I think I've tried a few of them, but I'm not quite sure if I had that one yet.
Yeah, they have like more or less three core range whiskies. The first one is the original, one is triple distilled, which, you know, it shouldn't, you know, show a little bit of the lowland character here. And this one is the Rich and Peated, or Rich and Smoky. Mm-hmm. So it's a peated whiskey with a nice PX finish.
And it's not colored?
It's not colored. It's natural color. It's unchill filter, yeah. Natural color, unchill filtered. 46 ABV. They have a cask strength expression sometimes around there, but it's a batch-wise expression, so it's not available all the time. But this one is available all the time.
Yeah, and it's a very sophisticated looking bottle.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like the Empire State Building. I don't know why. It's know, Art Deco style, something like that. Very nice. It's
for the people who you know, when you see whiskey in what do you call it, in films, then you always have this glass carafe that is not actually molded, but actually, what's it called, milled or something, and filed there, or milled, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure. And looked like diamonds in there and stuff. Yeah, and this is a little bit going into that direction.
Yeah. But the distillery doesn't look like that at all, I can tell you that.
Okay.
It looks a little bit like an experiment or something like that. In a garage, somebody is doing something there, but you're not sure. I was actually standing in the distillery, and I was asking them, is this actually legal, what you're doing? You know, everything is lying around there. Cables, you know, out of the still is just a hose, and the hose is going into a plastic container, IBC container, and the juice is coming out there like that. And you can just dunk in your mug and then drink straight the white dog, you know. So it's crazy in there, but they're making phenomenal whiskeys, I can tell you that. It's really nice.
Yeah, they're more into the product and not more into the visitor room experience. Huh?
Well, they have a nice tasting room, but that's it. You know, the distillery, the tasting room is really cute and nice, and you can sit there and drink everything that they have there on tap. But if you're going into the distillery, it's not shiny, it's nothing. It's a workhorse there, and they're making. I think it's an experiment there. Yeah. It's a laboratory.
But they're independent and small.
Yes, independent and small, based in Glasgow.
Yeah, but that's how you run an independent distillery.
Right.
You just start in the garage. I've been in quite a couple of these distilleries, and they're cool. They're nice, and they usually put a lot of thought into that, and they don't come with like huge budgets from mega corporations, and they just make that idea what they have into reality, and that usually comes out of a garage.
Yes, it is.
I mean, a lot of mega corporations used to start in the garage.
Yeah. So, let's smell this one, right? Yeah, and you know, the name says everything. It is rich and smoky. It is a very nice, dense nose, and if you can, which is very, you know, we had a German take here, and I was quite impressed because Ben right away nosed it and said, "Oh yeah, that's Highland peat," and it's Highland peat. So you have a lot of vegetation here. You have a nice bonfire. You have a lot of floweriness going on. So it's a very nice nose, and for me, it's a nice alternative to an Islay whiskey.
Yeah.
You have a very rich, smoky, definitely smoky whiskey, 50 or 60 ppm. I'm not sure what they're using here, but it's a heavily peated Scotch here.
Yeah, the thing with that smoke here is, as you said it's a Highland peated whiskey, Highland peated smoky whiskey, and you can feel all the fibers and all the green stuff that is still inside the peat, minus the phenolic touch.
Yeah,
there's not that seaweed and iodine and hospital smoke in there. It's more of a heathery kind of smoke. You have the herbs in there. Yeah, and it's really, it's even less harsh than one of these bonfire smokes. So it's really a pleasant, nice smoky. It has an intensity. So yes, I would go with you maybe 45 ppm, 40 somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But it's not as harsh as you might expect it from an Islay whiskey.
Yes.
And then you have your nice little bit of a bourbon touch to it. The PX comes through as well. So it's well rounded, but you realize it's younger.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Some people always say that, young and smoky, you can cover the young youth with the smoke. But also, young whiskies do pair with smoke pretty well. I do like it.
Yeah, me too.
And that works.
So, let's dive in.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, if you haven't been to Glasgow, please visit Glasgow. It's a beautiful working city, and it's a perfect representation of Glasgow. You know, it is a pungent whiskey. It comes with a lot of smoky flavor. It hits the tongue, and it just evolves in this sweet smokiness, barbecue, glazed honey. I don't know what. It is super nice to drink. It's very nice. It's sweet and barbecuey, and complex, and just yummy. Just like glazed bacon. Yeah.
It's nice. Whereas the nose wasn't that sweet, had a bit of sweetness. You have it in your taste.
Yeah.
You get very nice flavors of the PX cask. You do have a little bit of a bourbon cask in there as well, and it's a nice mixture of sweet and smoky. I do love that combination. You have the sweet and the smoky, and that just pairs very well. Like sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Sweet and smoky works really well as well.
Yes. Yeah. And everybody who loves, sweet, smoky whiskies, you definitely have to try this one.
And it's
very nice.
A pleasant, easy smoke.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I would say maybe not the first bottle you give to a beginner, but maybe the fourth bottle in like a little bit of a beginner's tasting. That would be really a nice touch to it, where you have it as a fourth bottling to have hey, this is also, you can have smoke in it. I wouldn't say representative of a smoky Scotch whiskey, because there's just too much Islay going around, too much phenolic stuff going around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, this is a modern malt.
Yeah, modern.
It's a modern malt. It's a new approach to whiskey. It is very well made. You can definitely tell, like, you don't need that much age to make a very phenomenal whiskey, and they're doing great stuff there. Really.
Yeah, I like it.
And for a nice tip, if you're seeing single cask expressions, they're always good. I can tell you that they're always good. Like cognac casks and PX casks, and sometimes smoky, sometimes not. Sometimes they're mixing triple distilled white dog with double distilled white dog, and then age that. That's crazy. They're making crazy experiments there. I can tell you that. But it's phenomenal stuff.
Okay, very nice. So have a look at Whisky.com. You will not just find that. We do have the core range with the triple distilled and the other, and we do often have single casks as well, I think. Have a look there, and keep being subscribed to our newsletter, or subscribe to our newsletter, because you will find the new bottlings of these whiskies in there, and if you want to have one of these single casks. And that's it. And Paddy, thank you very much for giving us a bit of a show through all these whiskies. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.
See you.